Hello everybody and welcome to a brand new series. This is competitive multiplayer and today we're going to be starting all over again on this lovely map. The old farm countryside. So it's pretty big and it is going to be extremely competitive. When you see the size of this thing, it has the factories mod and all that sort of stuff. It's got ports, it's just so diverse, it looks fantastic. And we start off with one field each. The green field is mine. The blue field is chainsaws. They have exactly the same cropping with the same rate of fertilisation, so 50% for both. We both start off with £100,000 in the bank account. Everything is equal, although actually, if anything, chainsaw's piece of land just here is ever so slightly larger, but I don't think it's going to make much of a difference. But he did win the previous series, so yeah, it's only fair. The farmyard is just over here, which we're going to take a look at very soon. And of course, yeah, field number 30 is a shared field, so if we set contractors' rights, I think we can both go in there if we want to, but we'll probably just leave it alone. And no, there is no machinery in the yard, I just sold it. So yeah, everything which we have is here, a tractor and trailer each, everything is the same horsepower, same spec, no one has an advantage here. So I think really, without any further ado, here is Chainsaw. Hello! Let's go to the field. I need to find out which one is mine, because they look identical. And yeah, we're going in the same direction. I think we turn left out of here. Pretty sure we do. And yeah, we begin. So yeah, we've got a millet field ready to harvest. I think Chainsaw is following. But yeah, we're doing our own thing now. So the goal is obviously to make as much money as possible without cheating. We can lease up to 2 things at a time. No limit for the amount of things you can lease in an episode. You just have to make sure you've returned them so that you only have 2 maximum. So there are so many different areas on this map. That is the shared field just there. My field I think is the next one on the right hand side. Probably should have the beacon on. There we go. Yeah, Chainsaw is following in his combine harvester. I might bring the tractor and trailer over here first before I begin. It's actually a bit further down my field. But this is going to be really tough. It's not just as simple as harvesting a field and then selling the grain. We need to determine the best way of doing everything. Is it worth selling the straw to begin with? Do we bale it? Do we use a loading wagon? Because we only have £100,000 to go at, and we have a lot of potential fields to buy. Okay, where is my field? Next one on the right. Lovely. Okay, here we are. Yes, I will go and get the tractor and trailer. It's actually a bit bigger than I was expecting. The field you see over there is chainsaws. So yeah, my field is a bit closer, but then Chainsaw gets a little bit more land, so if he wants to expand his field, he can do. Don't think there's much space to expand mine. But there are so many areas to discover. I can't wait to see how far we actually get with this. When it comes to the end of the series, we'll do the same thing, we'll sell everything. Farms, land, machinery, and whoever has the most money, does say stop there, well done Daggerwin. Yeah, whoever has the most money is the winner. I think there is actually some kind of building down here as well. Just over there. Now neither of us own that, but it does come with a piece of grassland. So yeah, one of us could buy the grassland. Maybe it's worth going to buy a place with more buildings first. And also, there is no rule about using a worker, so you can use a worker. I think I will use a worker, because then I can utilise my tractor. I can possibly get a small mower and cut some of these verges and then use that grass. Now with millet, I'm not too sure. No, you can't get straw. Okay. That's fine. It's not filling up that quickly. As I said, it is 50% fertilised. Both exactly the same. You can see Chainsaw over there. But when I saw this field from above, I thought it was tiny. Pretty decent size. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to go around the headland just so the worker has no issues, and I'm also going to plan at the same time what the best thing to do is whilst the worker is continuing. Because as this is all I own, I need to really think about the best way of making money fast. Chainsaw has some trees over there. I might have a few trees. We'll see. Okay, so as you can see, this is my fill boundary. There's not really much we can do with it at this end, but at this end over here, we do have some grass. It's not a huge area, so is it worth cutting it and then picking it up and selling it? I think probably not, because we would have to spend quite a bit of machinery on actually doing that. So I think the best thing to do is just to immediately get a cultivator, or a plough actually, let's get a plough, and expand the field boundaries, because we don't have the mod which allows you to create a bigger field with a cultivator, because that'd be far too easy, much too easy. So I will just put the trailer over here. Gonna have to empty the combine soon, and we'll go and buy our very first plough. We may be able to use a subsoiler, but I'm not too sure about that. Maybe not. So that one is the obvious one to go for. We can even sell it afterwards. 150 horsepower, do we have the power for that? 125? Not really. Well, we do have the power for this one, so I reckon that is the best way to go. 13, it's only £1,000 cheaper. I might risk it, you know. If we put the slatted mould boards on, it's more expensive. Yeah, I was going to say that might be easier on the tractor. Okay, so first gamble, this is my very first gamble. Buying a plough which is too much for the tractor. Put a weight on it. The good thing is the land is fairly flat. Now on the way back, I will show you the farm. If you look at the minimap, you can see there's loads of unique shaped fields in forests and everything. So they're the places I'm aiming for. I think the way I'm going to look at it is the sooner I can make enough money to sell for number 33, the better. I want to move to these even nicer places, but we'll still want to have access to the farm. I think also, because we're going to be doing quite a bit of work with the workers, getting a smaller tractor soon would be beneficial. There are so many ways this could all backfire, but I'm hoping it won't do. As I said, we can lease up to 2 things at a time, not 2 things per episode. Doesn't seem too bad. It is a bit light on the front. Okay, that's good. Let's get back to the field. I've just had a message to say that the combine is almost full, so we can tab across to it and empty it. Because we're not going to be back in time. I want to show you the yard. It's actually a really nice yard. I don't know the entrance. It's probably here. Okay, with a bit of luck we do have access to use this gate. There we go. And as you can see, it seems nice. Plenty of storage sheds, all that sort of stuff. So we can just put our machinery anywhere. Totally shared. Right, better get back to the combine. I know it's a very quick visit, but I have work to do. Good timing. It's still moving. With a bit of luck, we can just catch it and we can unload going back down the field. It looks like it is very close to full, like 95%. If that, maybe 98%. The good thing about a worker is it takes forever to turn around. Come on, don't let it stop. Nice. So it's done, what's it done, 25%? 30%? It's got a good unload rate. Very good. I don't know how many loads it's going to take to fill it, to fill the trailer. It's quite a bit at the front. Looks like one combine load is quite a bit. It might be worth taking this now. Just depends how far away the sell point is. Okay. 80%. And it's still going. 83%. Lovely. So the best price for millet, I wonder what it's worth. Hopefully it's worth quite a bit. I think that was the millet just there. Oh, it is. £1,365. And that is at the grain elevator, just there. That also is not far away. Just up the road. So that gives me a nice opportunity to explore. We will sell it, because then we can focus on the ploughing. It'd be nice to be able to show everybody other areas of the map. Now I'm very interested to see how Chainsaw tackles this, because obviously my approach is just to try and get as much land as possible quickly. I have no idea what his approach is. We've got the biogas plant up there. You can see how diverse this map is, it really does change. 1 minute it's all flat, and then we're in the hills. Lovely. We have water down here. See, it's totally changed. Anyway, our first piece of income. I can't wait. It was so hard to try and find a map which was sort of competitive multiplayer compatible. And I'm hoping this one is. Okay, 14,656. That's already paid for the plough. And the plough has a resale value. It's not bad. Right, talking about ploughing, let's go and do some. Right then, progress is good. There's Chainsaw. By the way, if you want to see Chainsaw's work, please do check out the link down below in the description. So this has expanded the field quite a bit. I think it's worth it. Worth doing. I need to make sure I put in a really high value crop. I don't know what that is going to be yet, but we do have some multi-fruit crops as well. In fact, this is one of them. We have millet, and it does seem to be worthwhile. And we also have some trees, and I say this in every series whenever I cut down trees. In real life I love trees and I would never want to just randomly cut a tree down, but in the game that is money. They're worth taking down. So I think what we'll do, because we don't have a flatbed trailer, is either get a cheap one or we'll just throw them into the grain trailer. And it's not unrealistic. We can, if it fits in the trailer, we can get it in. Take some timber to the sawmill, wherever that may be. But I'm just finishing off here. I haven't had to empty the combine again since, well, just after I started the time lapse, at the beginning of this time lapse. So that must be almost full, unless the yield has somehow decreased. But I wouldn't have thought so. Right, try and get this piece done before the combine turns up. Bit of a mad rush here. Oh, it's not even in view at the top of the tank. So yeah, I was looking in the tractors that we have to choose from at the moment. We need to add more mods, but there is the lovely John Deere, the old John Deere. I think it's like 1630 or something. John Deere 1630, which I used in survival roleplay a long time ago in FS17 by ARM Modding. Actually, we're using quite a few mods from ARM Modding. They are very good. 80%. That's the 80% warning. So we'll just finish with the plough, and then we should just about have enough time to quickly race up there, grab the trailer, and unload. And because we've already put some in the trailer, it's going to be enough to go and sell some. And as usual, we're playing at ×5. That is always the best rate of time for competitive multiplayer. Otherwise, well, if it's real time, it's too slow, and ×15, it would always be dark, because it's amazing how quickly the time does go at ×15. Okay, right, money well spent. We may well have to use this plough on the entire field, but a worker will likely be doing that. I think £14,000 for a plough which the tractor can run, even though it technically shouldn't be able to, is really good value. Very good value. Okay, just pop it there. So I need to think about getting a planter or a seeder. Could be a planter. We would be able to harvest some crops without getting anything too expensive, and if it is something really expensive, we can lease it. Right, so I think it will just about fit. That's a very risky thing. It's right on the edge actually. We should have a full trailer by the end of this, which doesn't leave too much. It's starting to pile up. Nice, 100%. 12,880 litres. And the rest of it will easily fit in the combine's tank. So we don't need to rush back. But yeah, we should look into getting another smaller tractor sometime very soon. Don't know how much the John Deere is. Oh, it's only 12,000, look at that. We could both get that. That may well be worth it. It's only 60 horsepower, but again, it's another tractor to do some lighter jobs. We could leave it going all day with a small cultivator. I do like this area of water just here. Let's just take a look. Nice. Big drop. It's a long way down. Oh, you can drive down there. I think I might have a drive down in a minute. It's directly opposite the sell point. So I'm guessing this is going to be, it's a fuller load. I don't know, 16, could it be £16,000? I love how fast it tips. Means we can get out of here quickly. 17,583. As well, you may be wondering, how much do these fields actually cost around here? Like we wanted to go for field number, something random here, 15. Okay, 15 comes with 14. I need to find an individual field. They are mostly in blocks. Yeah, they're quite expensive. Our current field is £180,000. The grass field next to it is 303,000. Yeah, so it is going to be tough. It must be put like this so that we can actually get water for animals. There we go. You can drive right to the water's edge. Or in it, if you really wanted to, for some strange reason. We also have the front loader bracket, so we can actually make this into a front loader tractor, which could be useful. That looks so deep. Really deep. Very nice area. And this map seems to be full of areas like this, which is the main reason why I chose the map. We just need to expand, and we need to move away from 33 eventually. See where we can get to. Okay, looks like it has missed a few pieces. If this was just a standard Let's Play, I would say, oh well. But no, in this one we have to get every little bit. So I will get every little bit. And then, well, as I said, those trees. We want to cut some trees down so that we can make some more money. Yeah, it's still 41% full. It's not bad. Looks like Chainsaw's almost finished as well. I don't know, because obviously, like I said, he has more land, but I don't know if the fields were exactly the same size. I think they might have been. They look very similar. Finished. So I think what I would do is I would take the combine back to the yard, but then take that final trailer load over to the sell point, and then I'm going to think about cutting down some wood, some trees, just to make a bit of money, a bit of final money for today. But that's actually gone really well. I wonder what Chainsaw is planning. To find out, we'll have to watch his video. Before I do anything else with these trees, I just need to make sure I actually own them. So buying a chainsaw is necessary. Can't get any battery ones yet. Battery chainsaws. Yeah, I do own them. So we'll cut them down, but we can't use super strength. So I need a front loader. And I think it would just be easier with a flatbed, and I know that somebody's going to say, oh, if you spend the money on a flatbed, it was pointless, you're never going to profit. True, but then we'll have the flatbed in the future for bales and stuff. Also, it does obviously depend on how expensive the flatbed is. I don't know how expensive they are. Let's just go into baling. 13,000 for one of those. We could also go for a low loader. 18.5 for that one. That's very nice, actually. Yeah, it would make more sense to have a bale trailer, I suppose, at this stage. and ladders and stuff cost more. Still, it's not a bad price, although it's a dollar, isn't it? I'm rubbish with dollars. Then again, I can't let that get in the way. So let's just get a front loader for this. I think we're going to need... well, these are for the John Deere. We're going to need certainly a log fork, unfortunately. Keep that in black. Not too expensive. Yes, I don't like using these base game log forks. Okay, that could have been much worse. So we'll take the trailer back to the yard. That's cost me £20,000. We still have more than what we started with, and I've bought quite a bit in this episode. So yeah, I'm very happy with that. I'm quite impressed with myself. I haven't actually leased anything yet. Leasing is good, but as I've said on so many occasions, you've got to be careful because there's no resale value, and leasing in this game is not cheap. It gives you the opportunity, so for example with a forage harvester, those things are extremely expensive, several £100,000. It gives you the opportunity to use one for maybe £15,000 or £20,000, but then that's still £15,000 or £20,000. Well, I wouldn't say down the drain because it's obviously had a use, but it without a resale value. You're never going to recover any money from that machine. So there we have our brand new front loader and our trailer, and I do have the weight we're going to need up for the trees. I'm hoping to keep that on the front though, because otherwise we're going to struggle to... unless we can attach it to the dolly trailer, we might be able to. We'll see. Now as for future tractors, although some people will say, oh not again, we're going to have a Massey Ferguson. I'm not going to get everything in Massey Ferguson though, we're just going to probably have one. And I think it's going to be the drop nose, the 5400. Not the new one, not the 5700. Why did I put it on the front? Oh good, we can attach it. The pipes haven't attached though because of that, but yeah, still. It's empty. Not much weight. So let's just go and cut some trees down. As I said, this trailer is going to be useful for bales in the future. It's a chainsaw. We probably could have expanded the field border this way towards the road, but I don't want to mess around too much at this field. Okay, so I think because these trees aren't very big, just in half is going to be enough. It probably will reduce the amount it's worth as well, so I don't want to be chopping it up too much. And the issue is I don't know exactly where half is. I don't know where the middle of the half is, I mean. There we go. But yes, let me remind you, I don't like this log fork. But it's probably also the way I use it, like driving into the trailer. That's still quite long, but as long as it's safe on the road, it's fine. And in the field. Okay, oh, almost, so close. There we go. Oh, chainsaw needs, yes, he needs to be set as a farm manager. Okay, so hopefully that's going to stay on. Yep, still quite a bit of weight off the back, but that's good enough. So I'm going to take down a few of these trees just for today. think that is going to be enough. We'll just pick up this final piece over here. We do have a tree in the middle of the field, but I might keep it just for decoration. I know that's probably the complete opposite attitude to what I had before, about it all being about the competitive side, but yes, I can't resist. So yeah, I have no idea where these go to. Obviously it's going to be a sawmill, but where that is, I don't know. We're going to have to take a look. Still got a bit of green foliage on here. Okay. It's actually been quite easy to load overall. The last one wasn't great, but it's on. Now we have many straps. So yeah, wood. Well, it's probably going to show up wood chips. Most likely the same place, wherever that is. Sawmill or carpentry. Ah, that's interesting. Obviously these are the wood chip prices, but I would have thought it would be a fairly flat rate for wood. I don't know. I really don't know. The sawmill you'd expect would be better, but it might not be. And that's pretty easy to get to as well. Everything seems to be in the same direction for us today. So there we go. Yeah, Chainsaw is, I think he's expanding his field boundaries. He did fly past me with a subsoiler. Alright, let's just make this a bit safer. Usually do that. Seems to be a very controversial thing to do though, that. Depending on which country you're in. Some countries that is something which would be just frowned at. Definitely don't do that. Other countries, that's the way to do it. Lift the front loader, tilt it down. Right, yeah, so just go the same way as normal. Should be quite a lot of money, hopefully. I turn off the depth of field blur. I'm not a fan of it at all. It's something which is just in every map as standard because it's part of Giants' integration. But yeah, I don't like it. You can turn it off in the console. Right, so yeah, the sawmill is just down this twisty track. You see how adventurous it is? You don't just turn straight into the sawmill. We have to go down this really nice woodland drive. Again, the reason why I chose the map. Interesting. And here we are. So that is the wood chip place, as I mentioned before. We're looking for the place for the wood. There is this here. Is that it? Oh, is it? £11,034. So it's almost paid for the trailer. I knew it would be worth doing. And there are more trees if you want to take more trees down. Yeah, I think today's gone pretty well as a first episode. So we finish off with a bale trailer which we own, a front loader, a log fork and a plough. And we still have £11,418 more than when we started. So I'm going to head back to the yard. We're going to pack up for today. We will just pass Chainsaw though and see what he's up to. Oh, and before I forget, regarding animal farms, it is possible, obviously because of the shared farm, that is most likely going to have the access over it. I don't know how it's going to work on this map, but as some very helpful people did tell me in the previous series, we can just assign the animal places to our farm. But I think it might be different on this map actually. I think if you buy the piece of land you do get it, but I might be wrong. Just because we have the initial farm as the shared farm. There's Chainsaw. Oh, he's just subsoiling his existing area. So he's actually one step ahead of me now. Okay, so here we are in the yard. As you'll know, I've been putting my machines in this shed here. But the good thing is we actually have loads of storage sheds. So we shouldn't ever get in each other's way. Just park down there. Yeah, I think Chainsaw's probably put his over the far side. Well, he has, because it's not here. Looking at the minimap, he is over on the left. There he is. Perfect. And it still leaves loads of storage sheds. So there we go, thank you so much for watching. If you've liked this new series, please do remember to hit the thumbs up. It really does help. And yeah, until next time, see you again soon. Bye for now.